Hey guys, Zendo here. Another arena gameplay with Valfor. You're not going to see a lot more twos. I think we're going to try to move into threes. Just twos isn't really working out for us. Not because we can't handle twos. It's just it's a lot of healer DPS comps. And the DPS, I mean, with a good healer, it could normally outlast us no matter what. And the healers are playing a lot more offensively than they do, or than they should be this season, in my opinion, but that's just because they're given a lot more offensive abilities. We do still win, but now we're running into a bunch of rogues, and then DKs, and it gets painful, and it's a lot more running, and it's not as much it's not as entertaining, so that's definitely not as fun for us. So right here we try to get this Warlock kill. It doesn't work out for us. I got stunned by the Warlock, and Valfor was standing next to me, so he got hit too. And as the Warlock popped all his cooldowns, the Paladin was stuck in a setup, but he just kind of waited it out, and the Warlock was fine. So right now I have all my cooldowns up, so I'm not too worried about the damage that the Warlock's doing, and we're just trying to do as much damage as possible to him. And then I'm going to try to lock up the Paladin again. And Paladin, he was just standing in the middle, and then he would CC either me or Val, most of the time Val, and then the Warlock was just trying to kill me, which wasn't working for him at all. He just wasn't doing enough damage. He was just really, really weak. So for the most part, I just took that Chaos Bolt straight to the face, and it didn't even do enough damage for me to fucking register that it was an actual Chaos Bolt at that point. So now I'm just going to double dot up, and then I'm going to start Star Surge proccing as soon as I get Star Surges, and I'm just going to fuck with the healer at this point, because I know if I put more pressure on the healer, I can force Bubble Pop, and then we can force him into another Sunbeam combo and get a win. It's either that or we'll wait for the Warlock to be stupid, so we'll kind of see what happens here. At this point, the Warlock is actually doing quite a bit of damage to me, so I decided to get the hell out of there, especially before I don't want the Paladin to stun me, so I get feared, but luckily I was feared behind the pillar instead of out of the pillar, and here I just Displacer Beast to get across the field, which is faster than the Warlock can catch up while casting, and then I get back here and I just start healing. Now this is what was stupid of the Warlock. He got so anxious for this kill, he teleported across the field, and his healer just got CC'd by Valfor, so he was screwed. So then the Warlock's here, and all we were going to do is just blow up this DPS real quick while the healer's over there playing with herself. Now this is where the healer just gives up because we just dropped his DPS, so it's pretty easy cleanup. Good game. Alright, and now we go into the next arena, and we're getting ready to start here. If you notice that last arena, I forgot to Symbiosis Valfor. It didn't really screw me over, luckily, but just make sure you guys are paying attention to your Symbiosis. Without Symbiosis, you're kind of screwed because you just lose out on an entire ability, and especially if you have like a Warlock buddy, it's really good ability not to lose out on. Alright, so fighting a Warlock Resto Druid this time around. This game is actually relatively short. It's the Warlock, or the Resto Druid had to pop out immediately. He popped out with a stun on Valfor, or not a stun, but a Cyclone on Valfor, while the Warrior just tried to work me over. Now, the Warrior's got his Rack and his Avatar and all that shit up, which was really stupid of him because I'm a Druid. I don't know why he would attack me with all that crap. I can get away with him, get away from him pretty easy. So at this point, I'm just kiting him while Valfor keeps him slowed, and then I lock up the healer real quick, and we kill the Warrior right here. And that is game. And then the healer just leaves, or does he die? I think he just leaves. And that's game. Alright, and then we have the next one here, Nagrand. There's another one that's a healer DPS fight, unfortunately. I apologize, guys. Unfortunately, in twos right now, in the rating bracket that we actually are in, it's mostly healer DPS from here on out. So the only other ones we're really getting is rogues, and rogues are like a super counter comp to us because Cloak of Shadows fucks us over completely, and we can't do any damage while they have Cloak up, so they basically get that free 10 seconds or whatever Cloak of Shadows is to just beat the crap out of us, and their opening already hurts, so they just kill us no matter what. We can't, and I can't get away from them because Shuriken Toss, so unfortunately you won't see any of those because I just get really pissed and I rage, and then you just see me do dumb shit. So, anyhow, this Druid is playing way more offensively. I believe this is the same team we just fought. I kind of did all these recordings in one big block, and I just edited out all the in-between stuff. So, anyhow, this warrior, once again, he's playing kind of stupid. We got his healer locked up pretty easy. The warrior now is trying to get over to his buddy to save him, gave him safeguard, all that good stuff, and I'm just going to lock up the healer. As you've seen in my other videos, that's what my job is. So then Valfor gets on this warrior, and I just keep this druid locked up as much as possible, and then the warrior charges me, and pretty much... Does he seal his fate? Does he seal his fate? Yep, he seals his fate. So between my fears, or my stuns, and Valfor's fears, we win again. Alright, thanks for watching. You guys have a good day.